Hello, for everyone that's watching. Welcome to a long-awaited stream. I feel like it's been forever, but it really hasn't. It's just been a couple weeks. I had planned to stream much sooner, but I had other things going on. Basically, I was just exhausted from my, my convention. I had originally planned to stream the day after, but I was beat, man. Completely wiped out. Alright. Just finishing up a few things on my end here. Okay. So, if you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. We're going to be finishing up the line art for all of our carnivorous flowers here. Let's see. We have quite a few to do. So hopefully we can get through most of them today. I'm not going to be doing all of them for the final work, but I think 2 per is good. Alright. Love this one. Alright, so we're going to finish up the corpse flower and then continue on with the other types. So, just to make things easier, I'm gonna just change this all to black and clean it up that way. Also, I'm a little out of it because I fell a little behind on errands today, and I rushed to the garden store to get some new soil and a new pot. I'm gonna try out a fall harvest type thing on my balcony, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm kind of hot from being outside for like a half hour, cleaning up my deck, putting new soil in the new pot, putting new soil in the other pots. I still have a little bit of soil left over, so I have to finish that after the stream. But I think it should work out. Hello, Fabulous Jumper. How are you? Hope your day's going well so far. I feel like there's still a big delay on my end for seeing stuff. Also, if I sound like I'm forcing myself to talk, I apologize. I had seen family yesterday and got into a yelling match with my niece and went to a house that's being renovated, and they did some renovation at the apartment complex at the apartment below us, and everything just has irritated my sinuses. Took a beating the past 2 days. Alright. I'm really liking these corpse flowers. This is so cool. Looking pretty neat so far. Actually, I need to fix this. Where did I fix that? Alright. I'm gonna change that up after I'm done doing the rest of the line art. Hopefully wherever you guys are, it's not too hot. I know some places are just ridiculously hot right now, but it is the end of summer, so it's getting like into the 90s for us, which is fairly it's not unusual. But I got my water, got the fan going, so if you can hear it, my apologies, but It's not going off. It's too hot to turn the fan off. Especially from being outside. The garden store doesn't have air conditioning, which makes sense because people go in and out all the time. Like, why would you have air conditioning on for that? Because you have like a separate, it's like an actual garden store. It's not like a Home Depot or anything. So you walk in and it's just hot. They have fans going, which helps, but that's about it. Yeah, hoping I can finish most of these today. Maybe we'll start color on them. I'm not sure. I kind of want to do the corpse flower first, color-wise, but I know that's going to change when I'm actually done doing the line art. I'm just going to be like, oh, you know what? Forget that. I'm changing my mind again. Got a lot going on. Every time I'm like, oh, I don't have that much going on, and then I wake up and I look at the list of things I have to do, and it's just so much. Actually, let me do something real quick. I can't do that. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna try to see if I can do something. I can't. Alright. Hi, Rue Guy. How are you? We're just working on the second corpse flower. Just actually almost done. And I ate before I streamed, so hopefully I don't have to eat during the stream later. I don't think I will. I'll probably stream about 3 hours today though. Just because I have other things I need to do still. I have a bunch of admin tasks to do. I have emails to respond to, all this fun stuff. All the fun things about businesses. Awesome. That's good. Good, good, good. I have been fairly busy today. Planted, or I didn't really plant anything yet. After the stream, I'm gonna go plant some dill seeds and see if I can get that to grow for by end of fall. So I already got tomato plants sprouted and growing. Got some lettuce growing, got some bush beans growing. I'm debating if I should harvest my basil now or wait another week. It's pretty big. It's about 2 feet high already. Well, almost. It's 1.5 feet technically, but yeah. My goal was to get to 2 feet high, but I don't think I'll make that because I didn't realize how to prune it so it gets to that. So I wasn't pruning it properly. Now that I am, it's doing what I want it to do a lot better. It's just much slower now. So I might just harvest the basil and dry it and store it. There are a lot of leaves on there. I need a jar for that too. Shoot. Maybe I'll hold off on it. I forgot about the jar. Oh. No, I guess I can do it. Next time I go to the grocery store, I'll just get a jar. It takes a while to dry anyway. Yeah. Well, hopefully you get something out of it. I mean, just because there's weeds doesn't mean nothing will grow. I've seen people who have ridiculous gardens that were definitely not maintained and they still get some pretty good stuff out of it. So, you still have a chance. Well, a lot of rain is good. I mean, you know, it means at least there's water going into the plants. We've had a lot of rain in July. August, not so much. Which is fine. It's not, I mean, I don't mind watering the plants myself. But, the first tomato plant I have, which I bought, like, pre-grown, or started or whatever, it has a few tomatoes on it, but it didn't really... It flowered a lot, but it didn't produce any fruit, which really irritated me. I'm like, but it's perfect temperatures, it rains every day just enough to water you, you're not being overwatered, it's not super hot out, and it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So I'm trying from seed this time, and I'm trying heirloom tomatoes. So I have a couple of those sprouted. I'm going to see which does the best, and then go from there. Oops. I actually bought a new pot planter thing today, so I think it should go pretty well. And I actually have a bunch of mini pots, so I'm just gonna put like herbs in those and just kind of let it do its thing. Because I don't really know what else to do with them. And then next year I might get rid of the little pots because you can't really put too much in them. But I don't know, we'll see. And maybe I'll put like little flowers or something in them. The garden store also had like bunch of seeds on sale, so I got some cayenne pepper and paste tomatoes. So next year we'll see if I can grow them or not. Because if I can, I want to mix them with the heirloom tomatoes and see if I can mix them for canning or pasta sauce. Right now we just use like the big tomatoes pasta sauce. Not technically sauce tomatoes. I don't know. I don't know. I found a new local garden store that I can order online from too. So I was like, oh, might as well buy some seeds. So I don't know what I'm gonna do next year for planting. I just bought a bunch of stuff. So if I have time, I might just borrow some family's property and plant stuff instead. We have like these champagne tomatoes and they look like little champagne bubbles. So I got those seeds. I'm like, I don't know what I can use these for, but they look cool, so I just bought them. That's kind of my problem. I see all the cool plants and like vegetables and stuff. I'm like, I probably will never eat this. This probably isn't even edible, but I bought the seeds anyway. Like there's gem corn, and it's just basically super colorful corn, and it's not really meant to be eaten. It's not sweet corn, but you could technically make popcorn from it, and it just looks cool, so yeah. Now, there's just so many cool varieties of plants in the heirloom category. So yeah, I'm a little beat from rushing to clean my balcony and plant, not really plant, but put the new soil and everything. And I finished that out. Oh my god, I finished it up today after the stream. So we won't be going over time too much. Yeah. Alright, the corpse flower is done. Yeah, I'm gonna change this up a little here. Don't like how that looks. There we go, that looks a little better. I should take some of the seeds I have and just go to all my family's houses and just toss them in the yard when they're not looking. And the next year they're gonna be like, what is that growing in the middle of the yard? And it's like, don't worry about it, just let it go, see what happens. Yeah, I feed it now with some of the seedlings I have. That looks good. What do their leaves look like? Oh, they don't have leaves. Alright, so done the corpse flower, the line art. I'm actually gonna take this off. I don't need the words up there. Alright, so now we're gonna do another Venus flytrap. I need to know which one I should do. I think I'll do the middle one. This one right here. Because then we can like get that meaty look that they have. We're actually gonna move this one over. He is in the way. Oh no, I might do that one too. That one's not too bad. Oops. Get that on. Remove this one. There. That way I'm not in the way of the other sketches. And let me know if the audio works. Hopefully it does. And if the music's okay. Well, obviously the audio works. Wouldn't be talking to me if that one didn't work. But if the audio levels are good, let me know. Or if they're bad, let me know. If they're good, don't say anything, I guess. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. I mean, being outside takes a lot out of you. It's crazy. And orders to drop off today too at the post office. It's funny because sometimes they look busier than they really are, and then there are days where there's nobody in the parking lot and there's like 20 people inside. I don't really know how that works, but they're hiding their cars somewhere. Otherwise, it was pretty nice. I just going in for 1 or 2 packages. I don't even bother getting them scanned if they're open, because there's always some at the blue box on the inside that will take my package. Like I hear them behind. Okay, cool. Thank you, Fabulous Jumper. Like I'll drop my package off, and then the second I hear it go into the bin behind the wall, I hear someone pick it up, and then you hear the beep beep, and they scan it. It's just, I love this post office that I go to. Yeah. It's not, I don't mind dropping it off. I wish I could get them to pick things up when I have a lot of orders, but I'm in an apartment, so they don't do pickups there. And it's always a hit and miss if they actually show up too, which sucks, but what can you do? I don't even know why they're like that. Like, can't do a pickup that day. Just say, yeah, we'll come on this day. Or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how their route stuff works. I don't really have too many complaints. The only complaint I ever had was the one that's like right down the street from me that I used to go to. Oh man. Like they're literally a 2-minute drive. And they suck. They suck so much. I don't go there anymore. I go into a completely different place that's extremely out of the way. Like, as in I have to drive quite a ways to get there. But their service is good, so it's worth it. Going down the street from me, man. Like, this is like pre-pandemic shit too. They never were open. Yay, 5x5 audio. They were open whenever they wanted to be. So it would be 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they say, oh, I'm out to lunch. So like, okay, well, I can come back in like an hour or two. Come back in an hour or two. Sign's still there, door's locked, no one's at the counter. So, 2 things are happening. They're lying and they just went home, which is pretty much what they did, because it happens that often. Or they're taking 2-hour lunches, which I highly doubt is something that the post office allows. And then their blue box in the inside, or their blue bin, you know, the drop off, you pull the door thing out, you drop it in. It's broken. Or they say it's broken. Oh, what do I think I created for Android? I haven't tried it on Android yet. It's on my list of things to try. I'm not very experienced with putting things on Android for APK things. I do have access to a tablet. It's on my list of things too. I just haven't had a chance to do it. From those that I've seen use it, the only issue, and from Creative themselves, the main issue that they have is using shortcuts when you don't have a keyboard. So you have to get used to that. There is a Docker for that. Let's see. This? No, it's not that. Actually, I don't. Maybe they took it away. No. They used to have a Docker. Vector undo. Oh, here it is. Touch Docker. Get off. Why are you there? I don't know if this is for the Android version, but they have a touch Docker where it has a lot of the hotkeys. Yeah, the stuff for any Android APK thing that you have to download, it's still in beta. I don't know when that's gonna be finished. I don't think it's a priority right now, to be honest, because they have other things that they're working on. I know the beta for the desktop version came out for Creative 5. Yeah, I would imagine the keyboard does make it better. But I think that's been their biggest challenge, is getting that to work without a keyboard. But like it showed here, if you go to Dockers and the Touch Docker, you might be able to use that for some stuff, like open, save, save as, undo, redo. This is opacity. I don't know what these. I don't remember what these do. I thought these had like. Oh crap. Yeah. So if you want to try the Touch Docker, it might be helpful. I don't know. Download 5 today. Have you opened it and tried it yet? I know they're talking about splash screens. Last I checked in their developer chat. Because I went in, I was going to ask them something, and I totally forgot what I was going to ask them. I was going to look like an idiot for asking it too. But then I forgot, and then they seemed really busy, so I didn't ask them. I'm using a tablet. Welcome, Mark Quarter, to my stream. We are drawing carnivorous plants. Also, I think my titles should be good for everything. I made sure to update Twitch too. And not be dumb and have it the wrong one. I'm changing this song. I don't like it. Okay. There. Thank you, Timothy. I hope my work is entertaining. Oh man. Watch, I'm gonna start redoing all my Krita tutorials. And Krita's gonna be like, oh, just kidding, in Krita 5 everything's different again. I don't think they're gonna be that drastic changes, but I think I'm gonna hold off until it's done to restart my Krita tutorial things. Or redo the old ones rather. Because I'm not sure what else is gonna be changed. I know they're updating the animation. I know they're doing some more brush engine work, I think. There's just a lot they're doing. I'm still getting responses to some of the bugs I placed like 2 years ago, so I'm wondering if they're going to be doing some UI changes too. I think the only ones I could think of that I had issues with were the quick settings docker, and there's some stuff up here too. Yeah, the beta hornet's nest. That's a good way of putting it. I don't like to do the betas for things for that stuff, mainly because I'm using Krita for actual business purposes. So a lot of my commission work, my illustrations and stuff, I can't really sacrifice the time of the Krita crashing and breaking on me when I'm trying to get actual work done, you know, because that. Last thing I want to do is be like, oh yeah, I'm doing some great stuff. I saved it a couple times, and then Krita goes, just kidding, the beta didn't like that, and then it dies on me. And makes everything horrible. I have to look into the beta though, and see if maybe it's a separate executable file, because if it is, then maybe I'll try it, but... The brushes move? Or did they add that many more brushes that it's just hard to find? Oh, actually, I know when you update Krita, sometimes, if you go to, oh, configure to, wrong one. Configure Krita, and then, no. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay. Settings, manage resources. Oh my god. Sometimes when you update, it doesn't take all the bundles and stuff that you imported and activate them. So if you're missing some stuff, double check there and make sure it's not missing. Well, that's gonna suck. Hopefully... I mean, it kind of makes sense. I know that that was the case for the older versions of Krita. It should still be there, though. I don't think it should get rid of them. Unless it's a bundle from Krita itself. So, double check your resources. Like, this is my bundle. My dumb bundle. My dumb personal bundle. I don't know why it's all red. I think I did that by accident. I need to learn how to change the icons on that stuff. I keep saying that. I never look it up. I think I'm gonna have to ask. I think that might be the question I wanted to ask the developers. Be like, hi, I'm dumb. I don't know how to change the icons on anything I make. How do I fix this? Sorry, I'm looking at the chat now. Timothy. Yes, Krita's my professional lifeline too. The only other thing I use besides Krita is Affinity software. And that is because it's cheap. No. I wish that was why it was red, but it's not. That looks not. Oops. I tried to make a thumbnail once before of my old brushes. Basically what I did was I went in here, I was like, brush. And that used to change the thumbnail because it has this little square, right? And then if I saved it, it would be there. Let me see it. Actually, let me see. Overwrite. No, it doesn't save anymore. So, yeah. I don't really know how to get back and fix that. Which is fine. I mean, I don't think that this was meant to be. I don't know what the hell happened there. What the hell? I'm just gonna break Krita for a second. Didn't know this was possible. Okay. No, it didn't do anything. Alright. Whatever. That was weird. I don't know why you would... Actually, I guess you would make it transparent. I don't know. I'm not gonna think too much into that. I'm too tired for that. Not tired, but mentally wiped out from today already. Do, 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 do. So yeah. I already have a video planned for this weekend. I have to record. I'll probably either do tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get it out or released tomorrow. It's, you know, just a short, quick video. I'm just gonna be looking over the crayon brushes that came out. Oh, thank you, Edward, for the super chat. Shiba Dog raises and lowers his index finger to get noticed. Hello, Shiba Dog. Timothy, yeah, remember when we were learning digital and that checkerboard first showed up? Yeah, that was like, what are these boxes? How do I get rid of these boxes? And it's like, no, that's okay. Boxes, the checkerboard's fine. It's supposed to be there. I like that. Shiba Dog raises and lowers. Back at you, Shiba Dog. Thank you. I don't know how much that is, but thank you. I appreciate it very much. I'm glad that I am entertaining enough that you deem me worthy to send that to you send a little super chat. It's funny, I feel worthy of, or that my entertaining whatever's is actually paying off. Or it's actually entertaining. I don't know. I just appreciate it, okay? I just appreciate it. Alright, so now we get to do the fun part of putting in these teethy things. Alright. Oops. Oh my god. Nope, erase. Whoop. I kind of wish that, like, YouTube let you put GIFs in chat. If you are a part of a Discord, actually let me link it in the chat too. Because am I just like, I love GIFs so much. I will speak in only GIFs if I can. Oh my god, I hate Discord. I just want to share my. How do I get my link? I totally forgot. Oh, invite people. There you go. Copy, edit, invite. Let's say our copy. Okay. Oh jeez. Their character exaggeratedly stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee. Are you guys memeing? Are you sending gifs via text type thing? I like that. Thank you for the coffee, pair character. There. That's my Discord. I linked it in the chat. Thank you guys. I appreciate the super chats. I'm gonna be like talking about this all day now. Like, I'm worthy. I'm so happy. I appreciate it so much. You guys don't have to, by the way. I don't really. I mean, it's not necessary. But I 110% appreciate them. They do help me in the business in the long term. I appreciate it. Oh, awesome, good. I kind of hope they do updates to the comic stuff. Yeah, super stickers. Oh wait! Oh, I'm dumb. I'm reading this stuff in the... Hold on a second. I am super dumb. So I'm looking at stuff through the restream. And, okay, that's so funny. Hold on, let me just show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so this is what it looks like to you. Right? You see the little stream. And then... this is what it looks like. Hold on. In Restream, this is what I see when you guys send the little meme, like, little icon things in the super chat on YouTube. I don't see an image, I just see the description of it. And so I'm sitting here imagining you guys typing out the description of the thing, thinking that's what you're sending me. I didn't know they were super stickers. Oh my god. Okay, well that makes more sense. Oh, thank you, Rue. I 110% appreciate that. Yes, that is totally okay. That is 110% okay, too. But yeah, this is what I see when you guys send super stickers, just so you know. So if I'm reading the text description, I don't realize it's a super sticker. I did. Okay, well, I feel dumb. That's okay, I guess. Oh, man. That's funny. Yeah, maybe... Alright, I won't dedicate myself to it because I have a lot going on, but if I can get my video and stuff done tomorrow, and some other things I need to work on, I'll try the beta, and I'll do that. Well, let's see, and maybe I'll like just do a first impression, or like, alright, here's a 5-minute video of me going, what the hell is this? And then the creative devs will come at me for being stupid. They won't. They're really nice. If you guys haven't checked out, Krita has another not another website, but kritaartist.org. I think it is. Let me make sure. I can't. Wow, I spelled the whole thing wrong. Oh, man. Just want to make sure I spelled that right. Yeah, so you guys, I don't know if you guys like forum type things, but if you do, the devs go there a lot too. And you can actually, you can't request things, you have to put a bug in for that, but you can at least see if there's a bug going on, or if it's a setting or something broke. The devs will usually, well, they're not always there, but they will respond if they see it, which is neat. And it's a beautiful forum too. It's very nice. I am on there, but I'm not very active because I'm all over the place everywhere else. Alright, let's see how this is looking. It's looking good. Alright. I'll make some smaller bitey teethy things. Also, if you're drawing while you're watching this, make sure to save your work often. I'm gonna try and get it, or get good. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get good. I'm gonna try and get used or into the habit of letting you guys know when you should save and reminding you just in case. Krita is not as crazy as it used to be and doesn't crash as often as it used to be, or used to. But the dash, or it says you somewhere weird. The dash should be in there. Oh yeah, yeah. It's in there. I copy and pasted it from their actual website because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put the wrong website in there. It's gonna be a disaster. Yes, Fabulous Jumper, those stickers are cute. And just so you guys know, can you see this? Yeah. This is how the super stickers show up for me right here. Pale character exaggeratedly stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee. I'm sitting here thinking you guys are getting really creative with your descriptions and stuff. Yeah, I'm nervous about Krita 5 mainly because they're gonna have a lot of changes. Like Krita 4 had massive changes. For good changes, nothing bad. I'm not worried about bad changes, but it's just gonna be a lot to kind of take a peek at, get used to. If any other settings changed, because when I was going over and outlining videos that I need to redo from like 5 years ago. Oh my god, I feel old from 5 years ago. I was looking at the eyedropper tool. So I was making notes. I'm like, oh my god, you could actually add to palette. Was that new? Was that always there? Because I remember I made a video of how to add your colors to the palette because there wasn't a way to just add it, like drag and drop. So I think this was added at some point in one of the updates, and I just don't remember when. Because I look at their update pages before I make those update videos, but there's just a lot in there. I think sometimes I miss it. Or I just didn't make a separate video about it, and I was just like, here's the update. Bye. So, there's just gonna be a lot that's gonna have to be in these new videos, and I'm gonna definitely have to take a really thorough look after Krita 5. How many years? Well, I started making videos for Krita about 5 years ago, and I was using it before then, so probably... Hold on, let me do some math, because I can't do math in my head. Probably since 2014, 2015. I think I was a... Hold on. When did I graduate college? Oops. Oh my god, I can't type. 2011. So... I want to say almost 10 years. But I don't know. No, I did not start using Krita in college. I think it was a year after I graduated, so that's not too far away either. Because I want to say I started using Krita just before they updated to 3. So I think 2.78 was the... Was it 2.78? You know what? Let me double check. Look at my videos. Because I was using, or labeling my videos like Krita 3 point whatever. Yeah, I started making the videos 5 years ago. And that was it was before Krita 3, yeah. So I've been using it for a very long time. Yeah, I remember too, because I made the introduction for Krita, and I was like, and then I had some other stuff going on, so I had to pull away from YouTube. And I came back, I was like, well, 3.1.1 came out, so let me just restart this. I remember when, so my family is, they're not technical, but they're very computer savvy, and you know, my dad is, and all the computers, like, we had AOL when it first came out, the disc and the dial-up. So, oh man, some of those older computers, I don't even know how they even moved them. I hate paying for shit. That's why I use Krita. To be honest, it's primary. This is the primary reason. But the other reason is I was using Corel Painter before that, because I wanted to use an actual painting program. And in my opinion, Photoshop is not a painting program. It's a photo editing program that can be used to illustrate with. And Krita is really, or not Krita, Corel Painter was really buggy. And I'm not paying $300 for a buggy piece of software when I can use free software for the same issues. So. Oh wow. I was 20 years old then. No, I wasn't. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. I was 10. I don't like these years. We're not doing years anymore. They're banned from the chat. They're making me feel old. I actually remember my mom had a typewriter. Like an actual computer, not computerized typewriter, but electronic typewriter. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, so I would kind of sneak it away and just type random stuff on there. And then my dad was playing games on the computer, and then I was like, well, screw that, I'll play games on the computer. I remember floppy disks and Doom. I think that it was either Doom or some real-time strategy game. That was my first experience for games. My mother was not pleased, but it's fine. I turned out okay. These big points here. So, yeah. But I know people who didn't start really using computers till much later in life too, and it's, you know, as long as you give yourself some patience, you can use to learn it too. Oh wow. Yes, Fabulous Jumper. Krita is very user-friendly. I like the electric typewriters though, they're cool. I kind of want one just for fun. I like the clicky-clacky. But just to go back to the user-friendly aspect, I always test... when I start a new program, I always test to see how much I can figure out on my own without looking it up. Because a good program, or good software, whatever you want to call it, will let you figure out the basics in no time without having to look up guidebooks and tutorials and stuff like that. So in any drawing program, I want to know where the brush is, I want to know where the brush settings are, the color selector, transform tool, and layers, right? Those are the main things that you're going to start off with, because you want your layers to draw with, you want your brush tool, you want your brush settings, and you want to change the color of that brush, right? And if you can't find that stuff easily, then I don't consider that user-friendly. I consider that a problem, because that means it's not going to be easy to jump into the rest of the program. Now, when you're going into more advanced stuff like layers, styles, and filters and stuff, that's going to be more complex, but that's okay with me because, you know, every program is a different way of managing the filters, and they're not something that most people are going to start off using right off the bat. I had to take Windows 95 class. Let me get my auto. Associate's degree in automotive. Oof. Windows 95. I kind of miss it. It was just basic and worked. Yeah, Clip Studio has really nice line work if you want really smooth vector lines. I have no problem with it. I think it was called Manga Studio a long time ago. Let me see. Yeah. I bought it when it used to be called Manga Studio. I have the CD somewhere. And then it eventually became Clip Studio. I don't know why they changed the name. Hey, Mark G! Yeah, ease of self-learning as a standard for how good software is. Yeah, ZBrush is a different... I can't... ZBrush is a learning curve. There's nothing easy about that one. Sorry, Mark G. They'll figure it out, though, I'm sure. It's gotten better in the last few updates. Sketchbook Pro is really good, too. I use that on my phone. So if I have some stuff I'm sketching and I need to keep going, but I don't want to be on the computer anymore, I'll usually just, like, lay in bed, or if I'm out and about and I'm in the car. I'm not driving, obviously, but I'll sketch something to finish that. Yeah, I've heard good things about Procreate too. The only complaint I have about Procreate is it's Apple only. And then the only issue that I know of for Procreate from an artist perspective is it doesn't do color modes very well. So if you need CMYK, it doesn't translate. It's just not gonna do it very easily. It's like little stuff though. For the average person, it's fine. But if you're looking to make prints and all this other stuff, you might have a little bit of a harder time going from Procreate to whatever printing software or wherever you're sending it off to. But that's, again, a small demographic. It's not most people. So, wow, I'm getting crazy with these little teeny things here. Why is this so curvy? So, yeah. But Procreate's good if you don't have anything else to work with. Though, I can't believe... I'm not an Apple user, just in case anyone didn't know. I don't like Apple. So, it kind of bothers me that you're paying a grand for a tablet where if something happens, you have to pay more money. And then it's really pricey. And if you can afford it, cool, no problem. But my kitty is doing amazing. She's wonderful. She's currently sleeping in the other room on her blanket. This is a winter blanket that I normally would like to put away. I had planned to put it away this year. And so it was on the floor. And as soon as I put it on the floor, she claimed it as her bed. And so we just decided to smush it into like a giant dog bed, like arrange it like that, and now that's her bed. So she is taking a well-deserved nap there. She was jumping around earlier. Yeah, like I know why apples are overpriced. It's just because it's all proprietary stuff. It's just... I feel bad when people are like, well, I can't afford anything else. Like, you just spent $1 grand on an iPad. You can get a cheap laptop for that. It's not ideal. But, I don't know. But I know the appeal is, you know, it's a tablet, you can carry it wherever you want, and it's lightweight and stuff. And I know that I get the appeal. You know, it's a portable tablet. And I do hear that the Apple Pen is pretty nice. But I watch people use it on like YouTube videos and stuff for like their studio vlogs. And I noticed when they're drawing, here, I'll show you. Krita has this too. So when they're drawing, the line will change if they put that setting on to make it smoother, which is fine and all. but it just seems artificial to me. I'm like, I don't mind having stabilizers, but if you're gonna have some program decide where that curve's gonna go for me, I don't feel like that's organic, you know? It's not very... I don't know. I like nice vector smooth lines, but only to a certain degree. You know, I like that organic feel in it too. I don't want everything to be perfect. It's like back in the day where you look at old work and you can see the texture of the pen or the ink or the watercolor that they're using. It just adds more to the image. And I feel like people getting so used to the Procreate and Clip Studio, it's losing that. You know. Like, I know this is not a perfectly smooth vector line I have here, but it's because I don't want it to be. You know, it's got a little bit of aliasing in it. That's just me though. I have no problems with anyone using it though. You use what is available to you and what works for you. What's your favorite drawing program? I think I missed something in the chat. Yeah, the Apple Pencil is good. I think it's just bulky though. I'm like, how is it? I feel like I don't know. I guess the tablet pen's kind of bulky. Maybe it just looks bigger than it really is in videos that I see. Marchi, are you using Procreate? Using Apple. Tisk tisk. Just kidding. Just kidding. I think last stream I said I have to replace the pen nib on my tablet. Or my tablet pen. And I never did it. Oh. That's good. I mean, not good, but... Some people actually have been using Blender for illustration stuff too, because they have their grease pencil. Which is pretty neat. Alright, almost done with this one. Okay. I got 2 of these done. Which is good. Make sure I don't have to... Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Yay! Alright, let me save that. Take a sip of water. Alright, so that's saving down here. Alright, we're gonna do... So we have 2 of these already. Oops. Move that out of the way. I kinda wanna do this one. Yeah, it is expensive. Unfortunately, the iPad competitor is, I think, Microsoft Surface Pro, which is also expensive. Samsung tablets are supposed to have the sensitivity with the S Pen, but I don't know what those price points are anymore. Alright, we'll do another one of these. Alright, I'm gonna do this one. I think this one's good. I'm very cheap too, which is why I don't use name brand stuff. That's why I use a Huion tablet. That's why I use Krita. Hi Nintendude. I am not using the new beta version of Krita. I have a lot of things I'm using or I'm doing right now that I don't feel comfortable using the beta yet because it's paid work, so I have to get that done before I start messing with the beta. I might try and do it tomorrow, or try and download the beta tomorrow, depending on how much of that work I get done. Where I'm not at a point where if something goes wrong, I'm screwed, you know. So we'll see. So unfortunately my paid work stuff does come first and betas come second. It's usually the reason why I don't try out the beta. I know they have their night builds, which are separate. They act like separate programs, so it just isn't the same. I think Rugai said he has, though, but he's trying out the brushes right now. Actually, let me see about the beta. If it is not gonna replace what I have, maybe the second half of this stream I'll try it out. Alright, it looks like it would basically replace everything I have. So... oh, nope, okay, it won't. It will not impact the installed version of Krita, but will share the settings and custom resources with the regular version of Krita. Okay, so maybe, if you guys want, in a half hour I'll install the beta and we'll just kind of do it live and see what happens. I mean... I'm not gonna sit here. I don't know what all the updates are, so yeah. But if you want, I can do that. I'll leave it up to you guys because I have not really researched everything that's going to be changing in the new version. So it will really just be a fresh new look at everything. So, here, let me just bring this screen in here. So it says that, oh, I'm using the portable file. Oh, right here. Okay, so it has the portable one. So it's not gonna, right here, it's not gonna impact the installed version of Krita. So that's fine. And I have no problem with it sharing the same folders and stuff that the current installed version has. It's not like, I really don't have that much in there. Oh, they're not making 32-bit window builds anymore. Makes sense though. No, I think it'll be fine. I mean, if it's not gonna, if I'm using the portable one, and it's not gonna affect the installed version, I'll just install the beta. But the crashes part bothers me. Because if it's gonna be crashing, then I don't want to use it. Which it probably will, because it's a beta. Ooh, oh, it's okay. So one of the new features, you paste into the layer instead of pasting the clip as a new layer. Huh. Interesting. All right. Hi, Bucky. How are you? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how chaotic I'm feeling later. If I'm feeling like I want to break everything. But yeah, that's kind of the reason why I don't usually do betas. If something major breaks, it eats up a lot of time. And this year, I've really been focusing on trying to get a lot of paid stuff done first. I'm good, thank you. Oops. Oh my god, I can't hit keys today. I'm doing very well. Just having fun, talking about the beta, and if I should break my computer and install it, and ruin everything I've been doing. Disclaimer that I don't think the beta is actually going to break anything. I'm sure the beta is fine. I just don't have time to mess with bugs. That's all. So, Krita's really good about their stuff. It was not a jab at them. I don't want to be like trash talking the beta and then have shoot, what's his name? Ramon walk in again, and then he walks in and he'll be like, "Why are you trash talking Krita?" And I'll be like, "Oh my god, I was joking." So that's why I'm like, I'm not serious. Krita stuff is fine, I'm sure. I just don't mind the old crashes. Sorry, Krita, like last month? Well, that's cool. How do you like it so far? I know for some people it's quite the change of scenery. I hope you like using Krita so far, though. I remember I was trying to find a free program to use before I found Krita. I was trying all these things. Man, let me tell you, out of all the free programs I used, Krita was the best. I like GIMP too, and I was using that for a while for textures in 3D, for just some fun stuff. But Krita really beats out on illustration programs. And now that they have animation and all this other stuff going on, I'm really excited to see where it goes. Yes, Krita does for real. It is the best. I think my favorite feature though that they... Oh my god, hit the key, thank you. That they have added... Well, let me say this and I'll close this. And I'll show you my favorite feature that they have. Come on, go, go, go. Alright. So, my favorite thing that they did in Krita for the updates was this news and the check for updates part. Because every time they released a new version or a bug fix version, I never knew, or I was so behind. It was like almost a month later. I'm like, oh, you updated? I didn't know. So this has been really nice to keep track of updates with Krita. I really like this. And you can see, Ramon's got his crayon video. You see all the good stuff here. Oh, but look, this is all the way back in May, I think. Yeah, it's May. That's my favorite update. Well, I'm glad you're able to use it on Android, Edward. That's really cool. I'm glad it's functional enough that it's, you know, it's helpful. And I'm glad you like Krita even though it's a little buggy in that. Monster Pala, hello! Never was a friend of GIMP. Krita's pretty nice, but switch from side to clips to do paint. If Krita's in between. I'm glad the tutorials help a lot. I started the tutorials because I'm like, you know, someone's gonna want to use Krita and they're gonna be new to it and not know what to do. And I'm like, well, I'm familiar enough with it, I can at least show the basics, right? So that's kind of why I did the YouTube channel, because I know there are, at the time, people like me who were either strapped for cash or just didn't like to use paid software from corporations, Adobe, that this was a really good alternative. So I'm like, well, if I can at least show the basics of how the tools work, maybe that will get other professionals and other people who are just starting off to use this. Because there really isn't a reason why you wouldn't want to. Or at least try it out, rather. There might be some UI things that you don't like, which is totally fine. You know, not everyone likes Krita, and that's perfectly fine. Krita step up from MS Paint. You know, the updates to MS Paint have been really interesting. I've seen people actually use MS Paint to make drawings with, and it's... as long as you put the effort in, you can do whatever you want, man. Ooh, did they? That's kind of... is it a good change or a bad change? Because those... I still haven't had time to go over them. Where are those two things? I don't remember where those filters are. Layer style? No. Wow, my brain is... let's see. Filter layer. There we go. It's one of these in here. Other... advanced... boss... I don't know where they are. Oh, map. I'm trying to remember all the new ones that they put in here, and I legit don't remember them all. I don't really use them. Alright, cancel. Oh, Cynics! I know who that is! They found him through... oh shoot, what's his name? Ethan Becker. I think he was part of Lightbox last year, and he was doing a stream about vehicle illustration. And basically, I decided to do it because I do CAD, or I used to do CAD work. And basically he was saying no matter what you do, you can draw a box here, right? This is a really poorly drawn box, by the way. But as long as your wheels look like wheels, you know this is a vehicle, right? It's a really bad wheel, but you get the idea. And it was neat because he was basically pointing out that no, it was weapon design. I'm sorry, it was weapon design he was doing. All right, YouTube's probably gonna flag this, but whatever. So basically, when you're making your water gun, right, your Nerf gun, your water gun, you want the key elements in there, and then you know what it is, right? It's just elements that confirm what you're looking at is a specific thing. I don't know. I'm not explaining this right at all from what he said, but that's how I found him. Alright, so Missy butchered his whole presentation that he'd had, I'm sure. But yeah. Oh, nice. I don't have a screen tablet. I have a normal Huion drawing tablet. Let me see. I do this every stream to see what I have. HS610. And I can plug it into my phone and I can draw with it there if I wanted to. But yeah, the X Pens are good. I like my Huion better than my Wacom. Well, it's not really my, well, not my Wacom, but I've used Wacom. My first Wacom tablet died, which was like the super old, ancient, old ones. I borrowed my boyfriend's Wacom tablet, and I used that until that died, and that was another ancient one. And after that died, I got a Huion. And the Huion lasted a long time. The only reason I got rid of it was because I wanted something a little newer, because the pens on that had to be charged. And even though I had to only charge it twice a year, I think as time went on with the charge weakening, it did affect how I was able to draw. I'm killing all the tablets. No, these were ancient tablets. These weren't like brand new or anything. Let me old Wacom tablet here. Over here. No. All right, that's not working. Old Wacom tablet. All right, see this tablet? See that one? This one here? That's what I had. This is not a screen tablet. This is a piece of plastic, and they said, oh, go ahead and put your image under there, and you can draw on top of it. Wanna know how well that worked? Not well at all. It did not work that well. But that's what I had. That's what I had in college. So I used this crappy little tablet. It was probably... Let me see, measure this here. It's probably a 7... Oh, 7x8 tablet. It was small. And then I used this afterwards. Okay, see how old that one is too? I used that one after, and then after this one died is when I went to Huion. Yeah, I agree, Monster Paula. The latest generation of all those three definitely are beating out Wacom. And honestly, anything that I just like alternatives. It's good to have options. I don't think we should be having one type of anything on the market. I think that's stupid. Because Wacom only upped its game when Huion, XP, Pen, and all the other brands came out. That's the only thing that made Wacom step up their game. Ooh, Inspiroi. I'll look that one up. They have some fancy tablets out there, man. Oh yeah, that's the fancy one with the round buttons. Do you use the buttons on your tablet? I'm always curious if people actually use them. I don't feel bad for Wacom either. They're stupid. Okay, what do you use your buttons for? Because I've never gotten used to using the buttons on the tablets or the Cintiqs when I got to try them out. I can't get used to not having my hand on the keyboard. Oh, that makes sense. It's a good shortcut to have there. I don't use Control Z that often. I think I use... Maybe I'll challenge myself one day and try and use the buttons. Oh, that's a good point, Timothy. It's kind of nice that the XP has big buttons. Mine doesn't. I have the rectangle buttons on mine, and I have the big circle. I think if this were wireless and it was sitting on my lap while I was drawing, because I used to draw like that, which is not a good posture thing to do, by the way. I probably would use them more often, but I don't. Control Z is everyone's friend. I use Control Z, I just don't use it that often. Well, maybe I do use it often. I don't know. I think it depends. I guess I'm using it now. My hand's always on the keyboard, so I don't really... It just seems weird to go from the tablet and then go to my keyboard. It's very... I'm sure with practice I could just use the tablet. Actually, I wonder, because... Wow, I'm looking at the chat. Undo space tool. Yeah. Huion. I think Huion's one of the... It's either Huion or X-Pen that's the cheapest brand. Gammon, I think, is part of one of those as well. It's like a different offshoot of their company. I lost my train of thought. Oh, so because a lot of the newer tablets can also plug into your phone now or a tablet device, I wonder if the buttons would work best when it's plugged into that tablet or plugged into that phone. So if Edward, if you're still here and your tablet has buttons on it, I'm curious if Creative will work better if those have hotkeys assigned to it. Because it would make more sense to have all those options that you can't get without a keyboard hooked up to the tablet. Hotkeys or buttons or whatever. Control-T. Interesting. Do you find that using the buttons on the tablet makes things faster for you, or does it not make a difference at all? Because like right now I can go between rotating, eraser, all this stuff in second. I don't know, I think I'm just old school without the buttons. If I could get a tablet without buttons on it, I'd be happy. I should ask Huion to make me a special tablet. Can you make one with no buttons? Yeah, the screen is small. I did try it on my phone, believe it or not. And let me actually illustrate this so we can see it. So let's say this is the tablet, right? This is the drawing space. And then this is the phone it's hooked up to, right? We'll just leave it like that. Boop. So here it's hooked up. The way it was when I tested out with the tablet is you could only draw on this much of the space, which sucked. But I thought about it, and there might be some instances like we want to do that because honestly, drawing on the phone can be really hard too, because the screen is so small. My hand will cramp if I'm trying to draw too much on that small screen. So the tablet, I have something to rest my hand on. So I guess ergonomically, there's a reason to use the big tablet versus the small screen. But you don't get a lot of actual drawing space here. It's interesting. Yeah, I think that's part of it. You just get used to one method, so it's easier. I mean, I'm glad the buttons work for you, though. Edward, if you want, you can let me know what may seem impossible on a tablet. I'll make a note of it and see if there's other ways around it. Yeah. Keyboard, I think keyboard's second nature to me because of all the other programs I use. I think that might be it, actually. I go through too many different programs between 2D and 3D programs that to staple hotkeys onto the tablet for Krita only wouldn't make sense if I tried to use it or use my tablet with a different program. That might be why. I mean, there was a time I did try. I just stopped I always like to know how people are using their tablets, so. Oops. Because everyone has their own workflow, and it's just kind of neat to learn about it. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Man, Blender is its own. Blender. Oh boy. I love Blender. I remember using Blender way back. I think I've showed the old UI before, but it has improved so much. Oops. I love Blender. It's very nice. Yeah, it is more mouse. I have used a tablet with it though, because sometimes the mouse cramps my hand. And I've successfully done stuff with the tablet in Maya too. It actually wound up being faster in a lot of cases for me. Oops. There are people that use tablets with Blender and Maya, believe it or not. They are few and far between, but they do exist. Okay, well that's good enough, I think. Oh. Looks like a ribbon out of his mouth. Alright, that one's done. Multiple. Oh, yeah. I can see how that's annoying. Multiple layers. Have you tried grouping the layers and doing it that way, Edward? Or does it not make sense to group them? Oh cool, we actually got 2 each done. Alright, since we have a little some time, I'm gonna make it this monkey picture plan here. Tick, tick, tick. Alright, sorry, I was scrolling through something. And my cat is in here. What are you doing? What is that? It's not time for your dinner. No. You're like 2 hours early. Yeah, okay, bye. Well, I offended my cat. I told her it's not time for dinner and she left. But I did give her pets, so Fabulous Jumper, if you're in here, I did pet her. I like watching other people draw. It's hard to well, for me, it's hard to find someone I want to watch to draw. I get sidetracked a lot. I don't do a lot of stream watching as much as I used to. I think I just got used to having a short attention span. But sometimes I'll watch people stream. But a lot of people also are like, oh yeah, let's draw some cutesy stuff today. And I'm like, I don't to draw cutesy stuff. It's just not, I don't know. I don't know. It's okay, Fabulous Jumper. She's okay though. The kitty's just, she just wants to eat when she wants to eat, not when she's supposed to eat. But she's okay. She did lick my hand, so she's still not too mad at me. Okay, well, I'm glad you found a workaround, Edward. Yeah, that's actually nice. A lot of people have to, or not have to, but like to use one layer for stuff. Well, thank you, Timothy, for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed, you know, hanging out with us today, and I hope work is not too crazy for you. I do like to draw carnivorous plants. I love carnivorous plants. I think the cutest thing I've drawn on stream is that sea hair thing in the sand crabs, which I actually totally forgot about. But I think this, no, I'm thinking either, I think the next art stream there'll be the last art stream for the carnivorous plants though. They're pretty much done. Just gotta add the color. And that won't really take long. How am I struggling for this spot? There. Draw cute carnivorous plants. I don't want to draw cute carnivorous. This is as cute as we're gonna get with carnivorous plants. Alright, you see this? That's as cute as we're gonna get. And this guy. This is as cute as we will ever get for carnivorous plants. Trying to think what I should draw next on stream. I might start doing oops, my characters. We'll just kinda, you know what, I think that'll work, because after the carnivorous plants, I think maybe we'll do some character illustration. I feel like it's been a long time since I've done that. And I'd really like to get back into that. We'll make some character sheets. Have some fun. Whoa, what am I doing? You ever draw so fast you forget to turn the hotkey on for the eraser? You're just like, whoa! Or vice versa. Like you try and erase and then you just start scribbling, and yeah. That's... Ooh. That sounds like fun. Maybe for... trying to think how this could even work. I was thinking do like some anatomy studies, but YouTube has policy about nudity, so I don't know if I could do that. I might be able to do that on Discord, but even then I can't control the 18 and up crap. The reason I have that, like, I just don't want it in my Discord right now is because I don't know how Discord monitors that and if they flag anything or not, because I don't want to deal with that stupidity. I personally don't really care, you know, but because of all these crazy people, or not people, but companies rather. You guys aren't crazy. I'm not talking about you guys, or people in the Discord. I'm just talking about people running these companies are crazy. You know, anything can be like, oh, well, we don't like this, so Discord's gone. You know. Because for anatomy studies for myself, I usually do use nude poses and stuff. Just because, you know, that's what you do. You can't use anatomy when someone's in a freaking trench coat. It's not gonna work. So. I could go with Senshi stock. I don't know if I said that right. She's fully clothed, but she's got like a bodysuit on. So that might be safer. But I have to pay for it, the newer ones. The old ones I've seen so much. I get so used to seeing the poses. I'm like, no. So I don't know. I'll have to see. If I can't find a way to make that work, we'll just do character stuff. Yeah. I don't know why my music keeps pausing like that. I think it's a YouTube thing. It's kind of annoying. I don't like that. I have a lot of things I need to finish this month too. I also have plans for actual giveaways that I need to flesh out. But I also need to figure out how to manage it for tax purposes. I don't think I can technically use business funds for that, which is fine. Like for the shipping I can, but that's about it. I don't know why these things gotta be so complicated. Just let me do it. So that's another thing I have to get with my tax lady about. Like, alright, what do I do? Can I pay for this or not? If not, that's fine. That's really all I care about. Yeah, I know, I saw that and I started laughing. I mean, they technically are still allowing it, but not... There's other restrictions to it now. But it just... You knew that was gonna happen, though. There was no way they're gonna let that continue. It just cracks me if that happened. And everyone's just, like, super shocked about it. It's like, no. Don't be shocked. You knew this was gonna happen. Don't pretend like it wasn't. They got their money, and now they're gonna, you know... They're probably set for life, to be honest. I bet you they could operate for another couple years without anyone or getting any like fees from anybody. But this is why you don't only use one service like that. I mean, not for that purpose, obviously, but just like in general. Like Patreon had issues too, where I actually got rid of my Patreon because my stuff kept getting flagged for no reason. I'm like, dude, these are mermaids. This is not pornographic material, by any sense of the word. And they kept flagging my stuff. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm done. I didn't have that many, like, patrons anyway, so I was like, it's not worth the headache to constantly fight them on stupid settings. Yeah, Tumblr, woof, man. Tumblr got worse. It just, after that exodus, they're like, oh, it's so we can get rid of the bots and stuff. I'm like, no, you actually made it worse. Now that all that's left on Tumblr are bots. Like, I don't advertise my Tumblr because I was gonna stop using it, but I decided to give it another chance and build it up again. So I'm on there. I mean, I don't post anything that I don't post anywhere else. I just don't really put a lot of time into it. But the only interaction I get now is with bots. I only have bots following me. I only have bots messaging me. I only have bots doing basically everything on Tumblr. So basically all Tumblr did was get rid of real people and leave the bots there. I don't really understand how that was supposed to be a good thing. I mean, I don't get it. I feel bad because Tumblr trying to think how to phrase this. Its UI and everything was really nice for artists because it's kind of like how Instagram is all photos, right? So it was Tumblr. And it was nice to just see, you know, scroll through your feed and see only art. The art wasn't cropped funny. It didn't look bad. You could see the thumbnails clearly, and then you could go to someone's page and see all their uploads in their archive really easy and just go on a liking spree. You know, and you could customize your blog thingy. It was just really nice. So, but now you can't. I'm actually really mad. I spent a lot of time customizing my Tumblr layout for when you go to the main page. Oh, of course, images aren't even loading. Jesus Christ. Whatever, Tumblr. It's all broken. Anyway. I customized the layout, so you had things like different sidebar for links and stuff. And I spent so much time and effort. And when I logged back in to check it and try and restart it, they're like, oh, well, that theme is broken, and we deemed that theme dangerous. I'm like, based on what? It's literally HTML and CSS. What is dangerous about that? But whatever. That is true, Rue. That is very true. Fortunately, that's like a life rule right now. Whether you like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like the more people fight certain things, the more it stays. Like you're never gonna completely get rid of bots on any website. You can definitely put a lot of safeguards in to make it difficult and reduce the number, but they're never gonna fully go away. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think I've seen any site be able to accomplish that. Not new, not old. Bots are gonna bot. Yeah. How did I do this before? Okay. I think my favorite hotkey in Krita though is the shift key to resize the brush. Every time I'm using a different program, I'm like, oops. No, I didn't want that. I wanted this. I find myself using the shift key to try and resize my brush, and I get upset when it doesn't work. Such a nice hotkey. It's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And this, too, the refresh. Oh my god. I have ad blockers on every browser I have, and it's really funny because I use Firefox and Vivaldi. Firefox, yeah, you just hold on the shift key and you drag your pen left and right, and it, right makes it bigger and left makes it smaller. Whoop, whoop, like that. That's how I change my brush size so quickly. And sometimes if I need a specific brush size, I'll use the quick settings docker. Yeah, I don't use Pinterest as much as I used to. But I put so many ad blockers on my browsers that I don't have to worry about ads on certain video streaming sites anymore. I locked that down tight, man. I got so tired of ads. Really? I probably should go over some hotkeys in my new videos, because this is my favorite one. I think I just instinctively do it now. I forget that it's a thing. Like, I just don't even realize it. That's probably why I never mentioned it. Yeah, it's really sad. Like, I feel like Pinterest just got stale and became... They realized they weren't sustainable on their own, and threw on the ads. And the thing that bothers me about the Pinterest ads, too, is... Maybe it's not their ads, but I can technically go on Pinterest, take my Etsy store, and make a pinned post for every item on Pinterest, or on Etsy, and share it on Pinterest, but Pinterest can get mad at me for doing that. They don't like that. So you have to be careful, which is stupid in my opinion. And I don't know why it's like that, and I'm sure it has something to do with the ads where they don't want me to advertise for free, which is also stupid. But whatever. I still go on Pinterest sometimes though, because they usually have really neat images and stuff I can find for inspiration. Like if you're looking for monsters or fantasy creatures and stuff like that, there's so much inspiration on there. Yeah, I don't mind if they want to make money, but I just I think some of the restrictions are kind of silly. But yeah, it's good that you got some ideas for the furniture or whatever it is. Because they have a wonderful reference when you find it on there for a lot of things. Sometimes I wonder what they could do. They could get more money without inconveniencing people. You know, like what could Pinterest do where they can make money that won't affect their current users? But could benefit the, you know, new ones. Something. Oh, that's a good point too, Rue. What I do like about it is when you go to their homepage, they have like a bunch of random images based on your past searches, like topic wise or genre wise, that can help spark some new ideas. Like zoning, I'm not zoning out, but I'm getting that need to take a break soon mentality. I think when I'm done this one, I'll take a short break just to get up and stretch, and then we'll start coloring these guys. I think I'm going to start with the cobra flower, the corpse flower, just because I like the colors on it. I'll just kind of get some Just get it started. Maybe let's do the flats for everything first, or block it out. We'll see. I don't know. Oops. Oh, but so when I was at the garden store today, I was kind of sad they took a lot of their plants away. Like, I know it's August, but I was just sad. I love going there and going like, oh, look at all these tomato plants that I might kill. And the pepper plants. Sometimes they have some interesting stuff to sell, but I feel it's like garden stores are afraid to do anything outside of the norm. It's like you only have one type of tomato plant or two, or maybe one or two types that they'll sell as starter kits. And the rest are seeds. I think I was rambling about this before people actually came into the stream, but I got these seeds for tomatoes that are called champagne tomatoes. Let me see if I can find them. They're really cute. Alright, champagne tomatoes. Yeah, these guys. Look at them. They're so cute and tiny. So I got seeds for this. I have no idea how they taste. I don't know how to grow them. But they're like champagne bubbles. Well, they're cherry tomatoes. Ooh. They're just cute. So I bought the seeds for them. They look more like this in the picture. But this is how my tomatoes grow anyway, so I might as well get a size that's supposed to be that. Or a variety that's supposed to be that size. We'll see how they taste. Oops. I've been tempted to get a planter or a container just to put a corn seed in there and grow corn on my balcony, but I think my apartment complex would be very upset with me. They would be knocking on my door asking me to get rid of it. I've also been tempted to put a little tree on my balcony, because you technically can grow small trees in a container. Like, you can get an apple tree and then just keep pruning it so it's small and it stays on your balcony. But that also depends how much I want to piss off the landlord or whoever's in charge of the complex. You can't have trees on your balcony. You can't tell me what to do. And then I get kicked out. Alright, so that's done. That's pretty good. Happy with that. Yay! Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick break. Just gonna stretch, about 5-minute break, give or take. Stretch and, you know, all that fun stuff. Get some more water, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Okay, so we're gonna start doing some color. Just make a group layer. Put that in there, and I'm gonna use the Colorize mask tool because I'm lazy. Alright, so normally I would eyedrop the colors, but I want to try and do this myself. This is more yellow, green. Yeah, so we'll just do that here. We'll oh my god, I can't talk. We'll do 2 different colors for the inside of the flower. Wow, that was some crazy talking on my part. Alright. So purple and pink. I'm gonna do purple. It's kind of more of a violet though. So let's see, that should be good. I'm just gonna put it in there. And move that down. I did pet the kitty, yes. She was very excited to see me get up. She thought she was gonna get her dinner though. I felt bad. She saw me get up and she was like, oh my god, you're getting up. She was so excited. She came up, she jumped on a box next to me. She looked at my hand, she followed me around. I felt so bad. It's like my poor baby. But it was fine. She was still happy, and I went and poured water in the new container I have out in the balcony just to get the soil wet, and so it kind of compacts down together more. So we'll see how that goes in a little bit. So I might have to do it again, which is also fine. This one's more fuchsia. Yeah, so Kitty was very happy. She's doing very well. But she is running low on treats, so I gotta get her some more treats soon. And give her the greeny brushies. She loves those. We throw them like we would throw for a dog, and she'll run after them. She's such a precious kitty. So precious. Actually, orange here. Alright, I'm gonna use this as transparent color. And it. She was so cute earlier. I know she's happy with us based on how she sleeps. And she's napping, and she's really cute. She's like all bundled up, and she's got her paws over her face. And I'll come over and I'll like pet her, and she won't budge. She keeps sleeping. Like, she doesn't flinch when you pet her while she's sleeping, because she knows that I won't. That's okay for us to do that. Makes me so happy. Or most cats just jump up and freak out, like, oh my god, you're disturbing me. And then if she does wake up, she'll do one of two things. She'll wake up and try to, like, like your hand, or she'll roll over and show you her tummy, and she wants tummy pets. And that's what she'll do. Yeah, so that looks pretty much how I want it to look. So I use the Colorize tool. And, oops. And I put a bunch of color in so I can just blend it. It's not perfect, but it's fine. Just to get the base down so I can fix or paint this easier. This is gonna have to be fixed though. But honestly, this is kind of a neat way to throw in some color with the Colorize mask tool, blend it, and see what you get. To fix some areas I missed. There we go. This pink might be a little too pink though. It needs to be more red. Yeah, make that more red. Good. I will always put the kitty on stream for you, Fabulous Jumper. Thank you, Monster Bella. Oops, I didn't want that. It's kind of funny that corpse flowers are really pretty, but they smell nasty, and their name is mortifying. Thank you for stopping by, Fabulous Jumper. Thank you as well, Monster Paula. Both of you have a good night, get some rest, and I hope the rest of your weekend goes really well. I really appreciate you stopping by. I think that's good enough for the color flats to lay down. Fix this. Do they work better? Which brushes are they? Are you talking about like that big pack that you downloaded? I wonder if that's why they updated it. Maybe everyone was trying to make these super crazy brushes and they just were hitting the limitations of the old brush engine. Probably a little more neutral side. Ah, well that's good that the brush engine's able to handle it. I haven't really experienced any lag except for some of the watercolor brushes if I make the size too big. But I don't know if that's a computer having a limitation or a creative issue. It's good though. I have to look into the beta if I have time this week. There we go. Ooh, look how pretty and vibrant these are. I like it. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. I can see that having a lag issue. It's good though. That makes me happy that they are better in the new version though. It's always nice to know or hear when there are new updates to the software and it actually is better than what it used to be. You know, not, oh well, we kind of fixed it. That yellow. And that's not right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So we will screw that in there too. Okay, and let's say this is transparent. Yep. I don't feel like manually painting everything, so I'm just going to use the Colorize mask tool. I use it fairly often for stuff I'm like, you know, there's no reason to spend more time on it. But sometimes I'm like, I just want to zone out and color. I'm kind of testing the capabilities it has to compute multiple colors in one space. Like the red and the green in the middle of that Venus flytrap. I'm curious how it blocks it together to make it easier to blend. So, I'm not expecting it to be perfect, but yeah, I didn't do what I wanted it to do. That's okay. Like this, I don't know what happened here. I forgot to fill in that. But, you know, that's fine. That's what testing is for. Honestly, the Colorize mask tool works really well. I never have any inaccuracies unless I have two colors that are really close together in very small spaces. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. I don't know why. Oh, I didn't fill in this because I didn't have it closed off. Whoops. I was wondering why that didn't work. Yeah, it takes a while to get used to some of this stuff. Like with the Colorize mask tool first came out, I was like, I don't like it. I don't want to use it. I'll just use the selection tool and make a new layer. But the more I tried it and used it, the more I was like, well, this makes more sense. You know, to use for anything. I think I can still split the color by layer too. If I really want, or the layers, or the, I can split this layer into multiple layers via color, I think. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I can. So if I really wanted to, I could do that. I remember back in the day, you would have a layer for the clothes, a layer for the skin, a layer for this, a layer for that, which is not a bad thing, mind you. But at some point I just got tired of doing that. Unless I have a very complicated piece and I need it to be separate. I think the hardest thing with the Colorize mask tool is it does take a little bit of time to update, and the more colors you have, the more complicated the work of the pieces, the longer it takes. Yeah. I'm not really fine-tuning this much, I'm just kind of getting the general idea of what's going to happen here. Put in. That doesn't look too bad. I mean, it still needs some work, but it's not terrible. Yeah, this is looking good. There's like a tool online you like upload your line work, and it does something like similar to the Colorize mask tool, only it just makes a palette for you based on a few colors you picked. So I'm trying to see if the Colorize mask tool has a similar result by me placing a bunch of colors down. If I just let it try and block out the color, I can blend it and get some interesting effects. I don't know why I felt that in red. Okay. Well, that went faster than I thought it would go for some reason. I don't know why, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's not accurate, I still can add in some more whatevers, but that's fine. And I'm getting tired. Alright, so these monkey picture things are going to be more complicated. Let's see what we can do. Let me save this first. Alright, once it's done saving, I'm gonna use the Colorize mask tool and try to blend the color a lot easier. Just put all the color together and blend it. Okay. So we need green, just kind of like this. That's pretty much this part. So I'll have to put the lines on this. Well, that's fine. Never mind. Okay. So let's do that. Alright, so this is like a pinkish color, so we're gonna put that there. It's a weird plant. I don't know why I didn't look at the color before I was drawing it. It's kind of like that. Like the edges are pinkish red, and the inside is more of a bright green. But a little more yellow. No. Probably way too much effort into that. Alright. This is going to mess up though because I did not close off those stems, so that's going to be interesting. Update. This song's too slow. I'm gonna change it. It's making me sleepy. No. YouTube's like breaking down on me. When I hit next in the playlist, because it's on shuffle, it's like taking forever to load. Or it's because I have Krita going with the Colorize mask tool. Oh, I've got to do a transparent color. Shoot. And that. Let's try that again. Yeah, this sounds okay. Wow. Oh yeah, the Colorize mask tool is making my computer not happy. That's fine. Don't care. Oh, did I just close my music? Hit the wrong button. Crap. Let me open that again. Alright, sorry. I meant to hit back and somehow I closed the window for the music. Great. Let me log back in real quick. Yes. Alright. So I think this should be good. Convert that. Paint layer. And let's see. We'll try a different playlist actually. No copyright sound. I don't know how it's gonna go. We'll see. We'll try the gaming one. Shuffle. Okay. Let's try that. Alright, so the color didn't really come out the way I wanted it to, but whatever. Excuse me. It should still work. Work to some degree. It's not too bad. I just have to put the green back in these areas. So that should be fine. I thought I put lines though. Okay, so that needs to be updated here. When I go to fine tune this color, I'm gonna have to make better edges for these leaves. add some texture to them. Look at this. His poor eye's all pink. He's got pink eye. Oh no! Oops. Oops. Eyes. Probably should give him some actual color, but I think this works. This is fine. Ba, 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 ba. There. Now he's happy again. He's got eyes. You can see. I don't know why this is so. This plant's gotta be so complicated. The colors. Oops. There we go. Honestly, locking the transparency is such a nice thing to do. This makes everything better. Everything's better. I feel like I should have made this a little brighter. You know what? No, because I think if I make the inside darker, it should make a difference. Yeah, it'll look brighter with this. I forgot to do that. So let's just take care of that real quick and make this. Let's make it darker here. On that real quick. We'll have to see about making that translucent too. Might be able to. Get some translucency. Okay. I don't know. Play that later. You gotta make inside darker. It's not super accurate, but that's fine. Just blocking this in. Oops. Okay. Just getting some volume in there. Not perfect, but it's got something going on. Alright, so this pink, whatever, this is actually more of an orangey color. Probably should. Do that. Yeah, alright. Well, whatever. So, change this to orange. And we will actually just paint these orange. I don't like this song. How is this gaming music? Oh goodness. Oh well. Let's see. I think I'm gonna get off in a half hour. It's been, how long has it been? It's been almost 3 hours. So around 6 is when I'm gonna get off. So I got some other stuff to do. Which I think should be fine. So by then I should have at least everything with the basic colors slapped on. And yeah. Oh, man. Every time I garden now, my allergies just start acting up. Alright, there we go. And I will add, oops. Get rid of this part. Okay, so we'll keep it lock transparency. Alright, so make that this fleshy color. It's interesting how you think something's like pink or orange, but in reality it's something way different. They are. And mine, like, they're not really bad this year, but they're just annoying. It just, ugh. I had one year, they were so bad. I don't know what it was either. It just, everything irritated them. I normally don't have to take allergy meds, but that year I did. My eyes were irritating me, my throat was sore, my face hurt, my sinuses felt like they were just, it was just bad. It was like every other week too, so it wasn't, I know it wasn't sick. I could usually tell too because we have a lot of pine trees around us, and if you didn't know pine trees pollinated, man, my car was it had a very nice layer of pollen all over it. Yep, nice water, nose runs. Yep. Yep. I wonder if they weren't bad this past year. Because I had the windows open more, so I wasn't like going into shock every time I came across anything that irritated them as much. And I'm trying to drink more water, be more healthy, all that stuff too, and I think that's helped. So, I need to get better at it, but I've been working out more, stretching more, going outside more often. But lately, past week or couple weeks, whew, they are just irritated by something. Yep, I gotta color this guy in for Liston. Well, actually, they were also probably irritated because I went to, my mom and her boyfriend are fixing up a house that they bought, and I walked into it as he was doing a lot of there's just sawdust everywhere. I think that didn't help. So I think that really irritated them today. And I was having a screaming match with my niece, which, for fun. Like, she was having fun. It was like a good screaming match. It wasn't a bad one. She's just in that stage where everything needs to scream. Alright, so the stem can actually be a little bit of a brighter green. So we'll just do that. Yeah, so that probably irritated my allergies today. And the day before that, people below us moved out, so the apartment complex came in and started cleaning it and stuff, and they paint the walls every time someone moves out, and they must have used some other stuff too, because it was bad. The smell, ugh, it was awful. And it was like almost 90 degrees out, so it was really rough to open up the windows to get that smell out, but that like burned my nose and throat. It was so bad. It's like the downside of apartment living. Like, I know they have to do it, but it was bad. Alright, so that color block's pretty good. Like, I don't understand, like, what they were using. That smelled so bad that was burning. I kind of wish they would have given us some warnings. We could have planned accordingly, because I would have taken my cat somewhere else, excuse me, so she didn't have to breathe that in. Poor little kitty. Alright, so now we're on the Cobra Lily. This is going to be a difficult one to paint. Alright, before I do that, I'm going to block this off or connect it. Oops. There we go. That's better. Okay, so that's closed. Now we can use this. Alright, let's see here. So we got some green, some bright greens going on. Actually, that might be more blue. Nope. It's more yellow. Yeah, it's very yellow. Okay. I don't like that though. It's crazy how this is all yellow green. Look at this. Eyedropping, and it's like that yellow green. Alright, we're gonna make that brighter. Da, da, da. And that green, 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 green. And let's see. Should be good. Normally I drop the colors, but I'm trying to get used to seeing these colors as what they really are and not guessing. So we'll see how that works. So we'll actually put this orangey here. We'll do the same here. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, what happened there? Get that there. Alright, and then this blue is going to be the transparent. Transparent and update. I'm gonna have to fix the eye manually later. The silver chain. Yeah, they do. I think the more you're outside though, the less likely they're gonna, or the less rough the allergies are. Because when I lived out on the West Coast, I'd always walk to work because it was down the street from me. and because I was outside all the time, it's like my allergies completely disappeared. It was weird. And when I moved back to the Midwest, I didn't have any serious issues until I stopped going outside, because at that point I couldn't walk to work, I couldn't drive to work. And I noticed my allergies came back full force, and it was awful. So ever since then, I've made it a point to open the windows more often, be outside more often, you know. And that's helped a lot. I mean, I still can't control tree pollen, which irritates me, but it's fine. It's not as bad as it could be. It could be worse. Look at his little mustache. So silly. Okay. So this is gonna have to... might do this in a separate layer later. Yeah. Because there's not much plant life in... were you in like the city in New York, or just... or like more rural area? So I was about to say there's not much nature in New York, but I was like, wait, that's not true. There's tons of it there. Oh, okay. Ugh. Look at this, stupid. God, go to my Twitch stream now. For that spam message. You know, Twitch has more spam bots than YouTube. And I don't know why. Like, there's no need for it. And trash. There we go. But I guess it makes sense in the South though. I mean, you go through crazy weather changes and there's a lot that probably really does affect the wildlife. Or nature or whatever. Oops. Okay, let's leave it like that. Actually, we'll make his top hat. We'll color his top hat too. Let's make it a dark gray. Probably should color the monocle, but I like how this is the simplest out of everything, and it's the one I'm spending the most time on. Goofy. Yeah, I forgot if we were gonna name him or not. Mr. Cobra Lily. It's Mr. Cobra. Mr. Cobra. Let's see. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be though. Probably should have made that chain closer together. But whatever, it's fine. Okay. I'll do his eyes later though, because I'm going to have to touch up the rest of that. Okay, so that's done. Cobra Lily. Here we name this too. Picture. Oh, I already did that. Okay. Did I get them all already? I did. Oh wow, cool. So So let's go back up here and kind of mess with this for the next 10 minutes. These are my favorite. I love these. Do, do, do. Okay. So let's get some and purple back in. Actually, no, I did this wrong. This should be like that. Try not to go too off the reference for this. Now I want to add a little bit of my own flair to it. I like this. This is really neat so far, though. Yep, I missed this part. Blend, blend, blend. Definitely gonna have to figure something out for this part because this needs to be more wrinkly. So I think I might darker green in here. My cat returned. Kriya's paint bucket tool. It's pretty nice. I'm actually gonna be making a video on it after the next release. Look at all the stuff it can do. Let me show you this paint bucket. Because we went over this in my Discord and we were having a lot of fun with it. I was making glowing stuff. Alright, so see these petals in this area, right? This looks nice, but I want to make I don't want to fill in the whole thing, right? So you can actually say to take that selection and put it as a negative number and fill it in. And you can go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And it's like a glow. This is a really bad example, by the way. Actually, let me do this. There we go. We'll make this white. Make that smaller. Make it even smaller. Filter. Actually, just do this. Include that in there. Okay, now it'll work. Blur, gosh, blur. Okay, bam. Might be a little much of a blur, but I can make it all glowy looking. And all I gotta do is use a filter and there we go. And fill bucket. Oh, I think it's neat. It's not just a fill bucket, it's got other settings to it. Is there something like specific that you need help on it with? Because if so, let me know. But for the most part, I think it's a good fill bucket. It's pretty accurate. Is there something? But yeah, seriously, if there's something specific about the paint bucket tool you need help with, let us know. Because the options are created. Every tool has an option. Some have more than others, but just about every tool has an option, and they can be a little daunting to try out for the first time. Like when I was doing some color palette testing, I duplicate my layers and just use the fill bucket to change all the different colors so I didn't have to recolor everything. It made things much easier. Ooh, that's pretty neat. It already has a lot of settings. What other settings does it have? It already has all this stuff. I'm gonna look into that. Or maybe they like reorganize the options in the pop-up palette? Oh, I see what you're saying, Nintendo. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, if you try to think there's anything to make it easier. For the paint bucket. If you're recoloring something you already colored, it's not too bad. But if you want to color in the line art, you can do it on the same layer. You're just gonna not be able to blend without messing up the line art. I would just use the Colorize mask tool. The pop-up palette, if you right click, it's this palette that pops up on the canvas. And it's basically a nice hotkey to get all of your favorite brushes together, change your colors and stuff. It's most useful in the canvas only mode. So, like this. And I can just hotkey everything. I like the canvas only mode, but then my layers disappear, so it's not as helpful to me. Isn't that always there? Alora, stop that. I thought it was already in there. thought that... Am I dumb? Beer Krita. No. It's already in here, I thought. Because you could... Oh, there it is. Palette presets. So there's like a new section for just the pop-up palette. Is it? It's not this, right? Yeah, that was already there. That's been there for a while. That's before the last update. So that's not a Krita 5 thing, unfortunately. Unless there's something else there. I don't remember when they put that there, actually. Because for a while you didn't have that option. You had to go into the code and manually fix it. Somewhere during one of the Krita 4 updates, they changed it. I just didn't notice it. So when I was doing my pop-up palette series, yeah, oh, you can change the color wheel now? That I don't think you could do. Yeah, the color wheel you couldn't change. Well, cancel. But the number of brushes you could. That's good. So that always didn't make sense to me when you changed the color stuff here. It didn't change here. Or that you couldn't change it. So I'm glad that they did that. I'm curious to see how it'll look. But it never made sense that you couldn't change that color selector. So I'm glad that they did that. Ooh, I have to look into all this. Alright, well it's past 6 for me. So it's probably a good time for me to get off. I got some other stuff I gotta get back to working on and all this crazy stuff. So thank you guys for hanging out with me for 3 hours today. Thank you for the support and getting some creative talking and all that other fun stuff. Definitely enjoyed it. Very productive stream. Got a lot done. We're already in the color phase, and next stream we probably should be able to get these done. Not sure if they'll be super amazing and fancy, but you know, just get some color on them, fix it up. Alright, have a good weekend everyone, and I will see you in the next video or stream, depending on what you hop onto. Alright, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time.